A major severe weather outbreak is going to be possible today across portions of Kansas, but do not get too caught up in those risk areas, as even in the enhanced risk, we could see a severe weather outbreak, and we are actually talking a derecho potential. So make sure to watch to the end, as we will break down everything you need to know about this severe event. And starting off with the day one outlook, as you can tell, a moderate risk of severe weather has been put into play by the SPC. That is also outlined by an enhanced risk outside of it and a very large slight risk. It's almost looking like a banana, the slight risk. And then that pretty large marginal risk. Then we do actually have a marginal risk over here towards the east coast into a bit of the northeast. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We do have a 5% tornado risk today, and I would not be surprised if we did see our 2% drop here and our 5% be around this area. And then I would not be surprised to see our enhanced risk drop farther south, like this right here. And we may even see a bit of expansion of our moderate. And I'm not even entirely ruling this out yet. A moderate risk across this area. Yes, I drew that into the slight risk area. I do think that is entirely possible today if things trend that way. Hail risk is a 30% hatched risk and 15% hatched risk into portions of Colorado. Tomorrow we have another enhanced risk, and this could yet again be another severe weather outbreak. Now, I do think that damaging winds will be the main driving factor of this. And you can tell we do have, yet again, a pretty large 5% tornado risk, but a 30% wind risk and a 15% hail risk. I will be out of town tomorrow and Thursday. I get back Thursday night. So no video uploads. So this will be the upload. You guys can comment, but no promises I'm responding. Here's the day 3 outlook. This is for Thursday. Large marginal risk across portions of the northern Canada border, or I should say northern America, the northern plains and the northern Midwest into parts of Wisconsin up into the Canada border. Then we have another marginal risk up here from Maine all the way back into portions of Georgia and Alabama. Do think damaging winds will be the main threat with this, but we're just going to have to look at everything closely. Moving on to the HRRR model today, this is what the radar may look like here in portions of Kansas and Oklahoma. You can tell this is happening right now, this storm complex right here. And then you can see storms really just erupt. And this is by 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, or 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So definitely looks to be an intense setup. And you can tell it's a long track from Wichita all the way into portions of northeast Oklahoma like Tulsa. That's why I do think our enhanced risk could be brought down even lower. And with how strong that is, it may even be brought down to here. And that is what I'm talking about, how we may even get a moderate risk across this area if that were to happen. We're going to keep a very close eye on that. And we definitely have the potential to track this all the way in. This is the NAM NST model. And this model, keep in mind, does lean towards more linear storm modes, but we are watching that derecho potential. So keep in mind that this could definitely show the correct solution today. And as you can tell, it does have that Boeing line a lot more to the east, but it has it extremely intense and look at this bowing towards Kansas City. That is straight line winds potentially up to 100 miles an hour right there. And I do think this would be a bit farther to the southwest across this area, tracking across this area. Maybe not there, or it may be here, tracking a bit more to the east. We are going to have to watch the track very closely. But as you can tell, as a very intense line of straight line damaging winds anywhere from Tulsa all the way up through Kansas City and eastern Missouri. Here's the HRRR, what radar may look like here on the east coast into the northeast today. Lots of rain showers. Supercells go up in parts of eastern Ohio and in parts of West Virginia, push into parts of Pennsylvania. We are going to have to watch New Jersey, as a few supercells may get rowdy over there. But overall, nothing too crazy does look to happen today in portions of the East Coast and the Northeast. Now, if I bring this over to the Midwest for tomorrow, we're already seeing our severe weather threat ramp up, you can tell. I would not be surprised to see another moderate risk. I would not be surprised, I should say, see a pretty large enhanced risk across this area, just because the leftover storms, and then even a moderate risk in here. Now, obviously, if it was there, this enhanced would be pushed more to the northwest, but you can tell storms just erupt and they converge with this southern part of the storms that were going strong. So we have this huge line of storms extending from Michigan all the way back into portions of southeastern Oklahoma. And this Boeing segment does look to hit southeast Michigan at full force. So make sure to drop a like and subscribe so you get updated with the very latest. This is what the GFS looks like, and you can tell here that it does look like we are going to get a quiet period here in the next week, but I do think severe weather is going to ramp up right around here with a couple of those severe weather threats, and then maybe even a hurricane. That's what the GFS is showing, tracking all the way up into portions of Kansas. Not a hurricane strength, but definitely crazy scenario by the GFS here. Moving on to the Euro, it's kind of showing that same picture. That quiet period here towards the middle of the month, middle/end of the month. So we're going to keep an eye on it, but we will keep you updated with the latest. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.